Today, in this very special edition of In Memoriam, we focus on celebrating the life of Robert Bob H. Forrest, local legend, businessman, and philanthropist here in Carlsbad. We commemorate him and his contributions with full respect. Former Carlsbad Mayor Bob Forrest, age 90, a beloved and respected pillar of the community, passed away Tuesday, May 12, 2026, at his home in Carlsbad. For generations across Eddy County, the name Bob Forrest became synonymous with service, leadership, and a deep and lasting belief in the future of Carlsbad. Whether through business, banking, ranching, philanthropy, or public office, Bob Forrest devoted his life to strengthening the community he loved. Bob was born on June 12, 1935 in Albuquerque. At the age of 9, his family moved to Carlsbad when his father opened Forrest Tire Company, beginning what would become one of the region's enduring family businesses. Those early years laid the foundation for a lifetime rooted in hard work, responsibility, and commitment to the community. He graduated from Carlsbad High School in 1954, where he distinguished himself as a standout athlete in both football and basketball. Friends and classmates remembered Bob as fiercely competitive on the field, but grounded and approachable away from it. After high school, he attended Texas Western College, now UTEP, where he played quarterback while studying business. Not long afterward, he married his high school sweetheart, Barbara Perini, beginning a partnership that would shape not only the family's future, but the future of Carlsbad itself. Together, Bob and Barbara built a life centered on faith in people, generosity toward others, and service to their hometown. After college, Bob returned to Carlsbad to join the family business at Forrest Tire Company. Under the Forrest family's leadership, the business expanded steadily across New Mexico and Texas, while maintaining the hometown values on which it had been built. Even as the company grew, Bob remained known as someone who preferred relationships over recognition and community involvement over personal attention. Those who worked alongside him often remarked on his practical leadership style and willingness to personally invest himself in civic projects. Former Carlsbad City Councilor Jeff Diamond once recalled that Bob worked with his hands on the recreation center, describing the direct hands-on approach that defined much of his life in public service. Business success, however, was only one chapter of Bob Forrest's story. Perhaps the most meaningful and lasting legacy Bob and Barbara created came down to their devotion to their son Gary, born with Down syndrome, and to other families facing similar challenges. In the early 1970s, services for children and adults with developmental disabilities were limited, and many families struggled to find meaningful support or long-term care options. Rather than accepting those limitations, Bob and Barbara became leaders in building something better. In 1973, they helped found CARC Inc, an organization that would grow into one of the most important support systems for individuals with developmental disabilities in southeastern New Mexico. Bob once explained the simple hope behind their efforts. When Barbara and I are gone, we want to know that Gary has a nice place to live and a secure future. That deeply personal commitment became a mission that touched countless lives throughout the region. What made CARC special to Bob was not simply the services it provided, but the dignity and sense of belonging it offered to the people it served. He believed strongly that every individual deserved purpose, opportunity, and community. And true to his character, Bob never claimed that success as his own. Reflecting on the organization years later, he said, "The only way we have come as far as we have is through the generous help we've received from the community and organizations in Carlsbad." That statement captured something essential about Bob Forrest. He believed that communities succeed when people work together. In 1976, Bob and his brother Dick purchased the historic X-Bar Ranch, continuing another important part of their family legacy. The ranch reflected Bob's lifelong connection to the land, to stewardship, and to the traditions of southeastern New Mexico. But for many residents, Bob Forrest will be remembered most for his extraordinary years of public service. Bob served 4 terms as mayor of Carlsbad, 16 years guiding the city through periods of growth, challenge, and transformation. It remains one of the longest and most influential mayoral tenures in modern Carlsbad history. His leadership style was steady and practical. He believed government should work for people, and he approached public office less as a position of prestige and more as a responsibility to serve. Former State Representative John Heaton remembered traveling with Bob to Washington, D.C., advocating for projects important to Eddy County and working to secure support for the waste isolation pilot plant during its formative years. Their efforts helped strengthen economic opportunities for the region while shaping the future of southeastern New Mexico. Bob also played an important role in numerous local projects and civic improvements throughout the years. He strongly supported recreation, beautification efforts, and community development initiatives, including his longtime vision for the Cascades Project. Yet even with all his accomplishments, those closest to him say the thing Bob valued most was simple: the people of Carlsbad. Late in life, reflecting on his years of service, Bob said plainly, "I always loved the people of Carlsbad." That love guided nearly every chapter of his life. It could be seen in the institutions he helped build, in the organizations he strengthened, in the businesses he supported, in the risks he took for the future of his hometown, and in the countless quiet moments where he chose service over recognition. In 2018, Bob and Barbara Forrest were inducted into the Carlsbad Hall of Fame in recognition of their decades of civic leadership, philanthropy, and service. For many in attendance, the honor simply formalized what the community had long understood, that Bob and Barbara Forrest had helped shape modern Carlsbad. Even in his later years, Bob remained humble about his accomplishments. When asked what advice he would offer younger generations, his answer was brief and direct: be honest. For those who knew him, that simple statement reflected the values he carried throughout his life: honesty, loyalty, humility, hard work, and an unwavering belief in community. Bob Forrest belonged to a generation that believed civic responsibility was not optional. If something needed doing, you stepped forward. If your town needed help, you gave your time. If your neighbors struggled, you found ways to support them. And by that measure, Bob Forrest leaves behind an extraordinary legacy. His impact can be seen across Carlsbad today, in community organizations, in public projects, in businesses and families, and in the lives of people who may never fully realize how much his leadership helped shape the place they call home. Carlsbad has lost one of its enduring civic voices, but the legacy of Bob Forrest remains woven into the identity of the city. He served so faithfully and loved so deeply for more than 9 decades. And for generations to come, the story of Carlsbad will continue to include the story of Bob Forrest. Let us now observe a moment of silence in memory and respect. Our thoughts are with Bob's family and friends, and with all those who feel the loss of this cornerstone of the Carlsbad community. Go to dentonwood.com for more information on Bob Forrest, as well as others in the community who have passed on.